Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well today, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and paint a little piece with watercolor, and I'm also going to be showing what I've got growing in the garden and planting some seeds. Here I am painting some roses with leaves around it, and I'm gonna have a blue background with it, and I really like how I painted this. I got inspired when I saw photos of roses online, and it's one of my favorite flowers. So the first thing that I need to do with the soil is get it wet and moist because it is super dry right now, and I'm going to go ahead and take some soil that I had outside and put it in the tray, and also mix it with this bag of soil that I had in the garage. And then I'm going to be pouring water into the soil and doing it as many times as I need to get it to where I want it to be, and mix it around with my shovel. And then I'm going to be placing them into my little plastic containers and planting the seeds inside. The first seeds that I'll be planting are some bush beans. I really like planting these in general. I have a whole bunch of seeds, and they are just a really fun plant to grow. And then I'll also be planting some summer squash. I already have zucchini growing outside, and so I really want to make sure that I also have this growing as well, because I love to cook the two together in like a stir-fry kind of meal. And these are the strawberry lemonade sunflower seeds. I really like the look of these sunflowers. It has a orange and yellow kind of mixed tone to it, and I've never grown this before, but I am gonna try to grow at least one stalk of sweet corn. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really too hopeful, but I love to try new things. And I really love to grow sunflowers, and so I'm also going to be growing this giant sunflower as well. And I might grow some more in the future and direct sow them. I had lemon balm growing before, but it is not really growing that great anymore, and so I'm hoping that I can grow some more later on. And I'll be planting some more sweet basil, and I will plant some parsnips as well. I kind of forgot that I had these, but I'm very hopeful that they will grow pretty good this year. So I just finished everything in terms of what I'm going to be planting indoors and with the amount of soil that I have. I don't have that much soil, so I was just making do with what I have. And I'm happy to say that I am excited to see what happens for this late summer fall harvest. And I know that this year it's been a little bit different because of how cool it's been, a little bit longer going into the beginning of summer. Well, almost kind of the beginning of summer. We're still in spring technically, but I feel like it would start getting a little bit warmer around this time, and we've had a little bit of a cold spikes here and there, and so planting some things outdoors wind up being a little bit later than what I usually do. And so I'm hoping that with what I've got going on now that I will get a good late summer fall harvest. I'm super happy that we are growing things down below this year because usually I grow everything on the deck, but now we're growing it on the patio underneath the deck as well. So I have one good tomato plant that I have growing, which is perfectly fine because I can use the other pots for the seeds that I'm growing right now. Eventually, with the rhubarb, I think I'm actually going to be planting it into the ground because this plant is huge and it's growing pretty crazy. I just had put the kale plants outside, so I'm pretty hopeful that they will do well. And I have some spinach growing right here, and it looks pretty crazy because I'm waiting for them to start to seed, and I'm going to be collecting those seeds. I also have another flower plant that I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, you can let me know, but I really don't know what it is. And that right there is the Bermagant, and this is cabbage, and I'm letting that go to seed as well, and it's a really cool process. I actually really like seeing it. And I do have other tomato plants that I'm trying to grow, but I don't know how that's going to go. I have a lot of flowers that I'm growing. I have sweet basil as well. The flowers are pretty small still, but I'm hopeful. And I have garlic chives, bunching onions, and for the first time ever, I'm growing Brussels sprouts. That's what those huge plants are over there. And I also have a little bit of Swiss chard growing. And with the Brussels sprouts, it's something that is really exciting for me. And I have these little shade fabric material things that I made, and I just put them over top of a tomato cage, and it's been working out pretty well. And maybe it's not the most prettiest thing ever, but I'm happy that it's working. And so, yeah, this is what I've got going on in the garden. There's a lot more stuff that I want to do, and so continue to watch, and you will see things change in the future. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week.